Alright, we're back up and running. Technical difficulties. Let's see where we are. So we have no action on sheet A for this first round. On B we have sheet B at noon. We have Underdogs Allen.
So are we on?
Yep, so Underdogs versus Sterling Cooper.
Right.
Who is Melville? Is that Melville as in like
That's a tough one right there.
But is that Melville as in like Melville? Who's
It's Melville.
Is it us? Who are we looking at? Sterling Cooper.
Melville.
Yeah, but there we go. No, it's Broomstones. Okay. Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
Okay.
Versus Sterling Cooper. Score. You're drinking already? Wow. You have a stronger stomach than I do.
Well, you know, it is a curling match we got coming up.
On sheet C, we have...
I figure in Nova Scotia, it's past noon.
Control is Enixon
Opposite of chaos.
Versus Graziano.
That's a tough matchup right there. Hence the featured match at noon.
Hence the featured match at noon. And we have one more somewhere. Oh, that's us.
That's us, dude. I mean, how can you forget that? And we got Ocean State. They came down from Rhode Island. They do all their curling on arena ice, so they were out practicing. First time that they've actually played on dedicated curling ice. You know, you breathe very well into that microphone. I mean, it's got me going. Can I minimize this one? You done with it?
Yeah, it's that computer. This isn't to that computer.
Oh, I just wanted to look at the... See, look at you.
Oh, is it up here?
Yeah. Get the masking tape ready. That's good. Yeah, I don't think they're allowing him in the building.
Yeah.
We got, is Random Citizen still on there? Is he still following?
Well, we've got 7 viewers right now.
7 viewers right now.
So people are out there. All right. So now that we're back up and running again, let's just test everything out.
Yeah, what? Okay. Fingers a little off on the keyboard there, Greg. You're at work, right? Yeah.
Sheet C and sheet C.
That's from the shed right there, looking at the warm room.
And we want, is that on C far, correct?
Yep.
All right, let's get a Jeff or FL.
I love that we got Broomstone's guy already looking in here. Actually, you know, all the Broomstones guys up at the dikes were fabulous people, hanging out with them.
Yeah, they were wonderful. All right. Hey.
Not very many people know the Applebee's story, though.
And we're not going to tell it.
We're not going to tell it?
What happens at Dykes stays at Dykes.
On Tuesday night, right?
Well, you know, not on the air, so people know you told it.
Okay. All right.
Hey, Jeff.
No,
OFL?
Apparently, what happens at the Dykes stays at the Dykes.
You've heard the story, Greg. Okay, so just our overview here.
Yes.
This is our main little broadcast. Okay. David might bring another one, but for now it's this. This one's louder than it. But basically, if everything's up and running,
okay, our
then,
webmaster is.
This is a preview of what is going live on this computer. That is live.
Okay.
So
you can see the chat window over there and see what's live.
Yeah, and the main thing is to have the chat window and that.
Yawa.
This will. That headset is for what actually is going on right now. So it's a 10-second delay. So if I say testing 1, 2, 3.
You know, Greg, I'm going to be saying yawa all day long.
But it gives us a sense of whether it's working or not, and that's just why I wrote that. So Firefox is just up and running, our regular browser. These two different tabs are our two different cameras, right? If you're on one camera, then we have these programs for each one, A, B, C, D. This is also A, B, C, D. It's just a little farther. Yeah, so we're covering C. If we were covering just, sort of hack to hog for those that are going out, it would be that one.
I see, but the top one's the
top one is sort of the whole sheet. Yeah.
Nice, okay.
And that was a big request from yesterday that we wanted to see more, you really do see them coming down the ice.
Right.
If you switch over to this tab, it changes the feed.
Nice.
Because all this program does is it says whatever's in those pixels, show on screen. So if I take this window and I drag it up,
you'd be in screen.
It's literally on screen.
Right.
Okay. Same thing with this region right here. That's our house.
Okay.
Houses are changed up there.
Okay.
I just changed all the names so they're correct today.
You didn't want to be the only one in the know after all?
Yeah. Well, no, Lee was a little dyslexic. They were all near and far mixed.
I know. I saw it the other day.
So those are just regions. If you want to edit this just, it has to be the active window. It's just.
I'm not going to want to edit.
No. Well, see, the thing is, okay, so all of these things are just layers, right? So if you were using Illustrator, you create layers, and you can move them behind or in front. Everything on the bottom is in front, and the back is behind.
Okay.
It makes that.
Right.
Right?
That makes sense.
So I've tried to label them. So this is red score. And if you wanted to make red score 8 in the first, you'd say 8.
Got it.
Return. And it would show up. And then 10 seconds later, it would show up.
Okay, so let's change it back. People don't go, what?
I know. Well, it's just Team 1, not Graziano. So after you would figure out which team had which, thing, you'd change Team 1 to that. And whoever had the hammer, you would change that. Right. Yellow score, same sort of thing. Spacing is all pretty much done, so there's 2 spaces if you just change the number.
Right. Gotcha.
And numbers are there, but really we shouldn't have to change that, so I'll bring that and move it up here so people don't edit that at all.
Although, if we need to add an extra N, we might need to add an E.
Yes, correct. In which case, anyone can do that, but I'm sort of just getting it out of the way. But it's not.
Does it make sense to have an E in there now or not?
You tell me.
I just think that what's going to happen is we're going to have an extra N when you're not here and nobody knows what they're doing, and they're not going to know how to add that.
See, what I want people to feel comfortable doing is just talking.
Okay.
If we can't add it in, say, we are in extra N's, and we can say it here if people want to see that.
Right. Okay.
Do you guys have junior rings? Yeah, Todd, we have one Metal Rocker house. And actually, yeah, you can see it on screen. Actually, and it's a good test. Make sure you can still hear me and let me know that you heard that, Todd. So those are those. This is just the layer. So you can turn on and off layers. Just don't hit X. It'll delete the layers. But small house, you can see that it just turns the layer on and off. Now, because this is in front of everything, when I turn on the extra large house, it brings up the whole screen. If I turn on the telestrator, then when I draw on here, I can say, we want shot coming in and sitting, and Mark's hitting the thing. So, and clear.
Sorry, what did I do?
this is a commentator cam.
Right?
Yeah,
It'll simply just turn us on. Hi, we're turned on.
yeah,
And
Tyler, the fun
the only
thing
effect
is
I added in
we
was
do a
just the
hangover
fire.
spiel on
She'll take
New
Oh,
Year's
nice.
Day,
fire, yeah.
That's cool.
That is the basics.
and we get to throw
You know,
junior stones
if-
to the
If I'm
junior
gone
rings.
and it all crashes, someone just needs to call me and I'll walk you through setting it up.
Okay.
It is not worth showing you.
Okay.
The most important thing is if somebody came over,
Ooh, I did it
you
again.
know, it's this switches from the shed to the warm room,
Right.
right?
Right. Near and far.
Near and
Oh,
far. You can change, but you really, if we were covering sheet C, I would probably just go C, C, and then never change them again through that match. You just keep going back and forth.
Right.
If you want to change the house cam, you just change it up there between ends.
Mhm.
Because obviously you want to, have to cover the end that we're on. And then it's basically just red score, yellow score, and the bottom creep is just this long, B underdogs versus, and we just change the score.
Mhm.
That's it.
Gotcha. Nice. I love it.
Yeah.
I think
It should be
I can
simple.
click around on that as necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
So does this mean you're broadcasting this game?
No, not necessarily. What game are we broadcasting? We can do
See.
it all from this
Hey.
location. Isn't that cool?
We're broadcasting C.
The cameras move, so if you tell your friends back home to log in and they just create a free account and they just chat and ask what the score is, the score will be changing on the bottom, so they'll be able to see what.
Right.
Even if they're not showing you at that point, they'll be able to tell you what the score is. You want to know what the feed is?
What did we decide to broadcast for the first game?
We're going to do Graziano versus Control.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
Well,
Our game will be very close.
but again,
But we'll be
see,
doing updates about it.
but again, see, we can change to your sheet on the
Yeah,
fly.
the score ticker
So if
really
somebody
works well.
If somebody simply says what's going on sheet B, then so it is.
Why is there a house in the middle? Is that like juniors?
I
I think I was here last time.
No, last year we had like
Eye of the Frog. I like that one.
And then before that we didn't have it. But this is nice because our juniors, the little rockers, just go halfway.
So you can send that to your loved ones.
What is the Wi-Fi password?
It's on the back of the program.
But I'll write it down so you don't have to go anywhere.
Sorry, I don't know it. This is why I'm like, we put it on there so I wouldn't have to go.
And it's all numbers.
Okay.
Sound is good. Thanks again, Anderson. Who is Eye of the Frog? I like the score ticker. Thanks. Oh, there you go.
And this list is not entirely current as far as
Oh, we got a triangle and underdog
Gotcha.
fan.
I may just take out. Well,
Okay, well, underdogs are on sheet B.
so Eye of the Frog. We're going to, so the bottom ticker is definitely going to be updated every once in a while. If somebody forgets to, just chat and let us know that we need to update that. Same thing if you'd like to see sheet C. Cameras are movable, so again, let us know what you'd like to see.
Our color guy is Jeff Erickson, is that correct?
We don't know, actually. I need to give Jeff a overview of how to do this. So,
So,
Yeah, or I-
Eye of the Frog, you are probably going to have to remind Jeff to update.
he's a little
you know.
slow isn't a good word, but he's
I wouldn't say slow.
no.
No.
Focused.
Focused is good.
Focused.
Yeah.
He's focused. Jeff Erickson is a fantastic man. He has helped put together this Bonspiel for his wife, who's actually on the committee. All right, so
And they're both awfully stressed right now, by the way.
I don't know if they're stressed. They're just busy. We're talking about you to the world.
Oh, no, we got Jeff
Okay.
here now.
So,
Mr. Erickson?
0430
On the
2011.
back of the program. I don't memorize things.
0430
I'm
2011.
a chemist.
So, we were talking about you. Okay,
Oh, we got teams
so
starting to arrive
here is your
here.
overview. This is assuming
Of course,
that everything
lunch is out, being
works. If
served.
it doesn't, don't worry.